Tell me about ghostwriting.
Ghostwriting is it's a process in which you kind of have to, you really have to understand what you're saying. It's like, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna do this, something I love, I'm gonna give it to someone else, and they're gonna take credit for it. It's like, I don't love ghostwriting, I love writing. Writing my own material, writing poetry, writing short stories. I love writing. I would love to be a writer. I love writing. Artist, I like being an artist. That's cool. Ghostwriter, I don't love it. It was just an avenue I could use to write more. Hey, he's a good writer. Well, how you know? Well, he wrote for me. You see what I'm saying? But most writers, most rappers don't like to give out their ghostwriters that just ruin their reputation. So I had to start building up a list of R&B people that I've written for, because they'll say, yeah, this is written by Russ. Genesis wrote this, and it works out. But
has that happened?
Yeah, but I haven't been approached to write a book. You know what I'm saying? I would like to, but it takes a lot of time to write a book. I think it'd be cool though. I think it'd be pretty cool.
As far as ghostwriting goes, if you could choose, what artist would you want to write for?
It's not any rapper that I would just want to write for. I mean, I want to write for myself the most. I love my music, how I do it. As far as writing period, I will go to the rock side of things. Like, I would love to write a song for the Foo Fighters. I love the Foo Fighters. I love to get up with York and write a song for Radiohead. I was listening to Radiohead on the way here. You see what I'm saying? So Radiohead, Foo Fighters, I would love to write a song for a lot of those individuals. That's my mode. That's what zone I'm in a lot of times.
Well, if you had, with so many different artists out there, gives you a lot of people to choose from as far as writing goes.
Yeah.
Let's say that you had to be somewhere alone for the rest of your life and just write whatever your thoughts were.
Right.
You were allowed one soundtrack, one background music to listen to, choice, album.
To write a song? Or
for the rest of your life. No, you were on an island for the rest of your life. You got one soundtrack to sit there and write with. Who are you listening to?
One song or one CD? Because that
one
makes
album.
a big difference.
One album. The whole album.
2 questions. Is it a sunny island or is it a gray, cloudy island? That makes a big difference. If it's a sunny.
Well, hold on. Let me.
Okay.
What would it be if it's a sunny island?
If it's a sunny island, Getz and Gilberto, the greatest of Getz and Gilberto. They're the people that make the Ipanema and the duck. It's not called the duck in English. It's the duck. In Portuguese, it's something else I can't pronounce. But they got a dope album. I have that album. I listen to it. If it was gray, if it was always stormy somewhere, let's say off the coast of Scotland or somewhere crazy, there was always a gloomy look to it, I have to say In Rainbows, Radiohead. Yeah, definitely. No hesitation. I bring those 2.
Cool.
Because you can't listen to Getz and Gilberto on a gloomy day. You gotta throw that in the water. But the other one, yeah.
In the music video, well, because you mentioned the music video for No to Fro.
Right.
When you were skating around a little bit, how would you describe yourself as a skater?
It's meditation. I like it. I'm not a pro. I wouldn't call myself a beast. I just say I skate. 360 flip hand there, switch varial heel, but I'm not consistent. I ain't skated in like 8 months. I'll skate for 3 months straight, then stop for a year, skate for 4 months, stop for 6 months. Not consistent with it. Whenever I'm going through a lot is piling up on me. Say I got a lot of projects, I got a lot of deadlines, I might pull my board out and just skate for a week. No music, just skate. Just to kind of relax. That's my way to relax. That and music. But when the music is causing the pressure, you need something else. Skating is my thing. You should get into it, brother.
I can skateboard. I went snowboarding recently.
I've never snowboarded.
Do you do any other types of sports like that, like snowboard, ski, or
chess? I don't even know if you consider that a sport, but
well, tell me about chess. Is chess your favorite sport?
Yeah, I don't even know if it is a sport, but if we're gonna call it one, yes, chess is definitely my favorite. I like chess more than skateboarding. I play chess every day.
With who?
Sarante.
How often do you guys play?
Every day.
Every single day. Are you better than he is?
That's a tough question. I'm gonna say we're even. I'm a humble guy. We're even. I'm a nice guy. We're even.
What are you currently working on now?
Right now I'm working on an album. Working on material for the show on Creative Control TV. In the process of getting some more videos lined up, some collabs are in the air that we're working on, closing. I kind of want to keep that a surprise. And I want to start a project, well, I've been talking about starting a project with a photographer in Canada, Toronto. Her name is Jules. Yeah, Jules. She is probably one of the best photographers I've ever seen in my life. You have to search for this photographer. You need to write that name down, Jules. She is phenomenal. And I want to collaborate with her on a lot of the photography that we're going to need when we start doing a few shows, behind the scenes on some of the shows that we put up at Creative Control TV, and just any project. We talked about, like, I like to buy a watch, take it apart and put things of value to me, like, you know, symbolism. And so I made this watch right here. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna collaborate with her. I want to make one of just a camera, a watch that's just fully made from camera parts, and it's fully functional. Maybe every 30 seconds it like snaps as if it took a picture, and she's gonna take the same camera and make shades, and we're gonna incorporate music, photography, and a storyline with that, and that's gonna be pretty dope.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now with the album, the success that you've had thus far with what you're doing has come directly from your mixtapes.
That's it, mixtapes.
With this being your first studio album,
First album.
what can people that are expecting it after the success of two mixtapes, what can they expect when they hear it?
I would say, me being a harsh critic of myself, I would say expect stories that sound like they were in front of you, as if you could see it. Picture if you could melt down a book. If you could melt a book, if you could melt a few handcuffs, you could melt a few bruises, you could peel a scab off your knee. You're throwing all this stuff in a blender. Pull a scab off, pull a dread out, put it in there. Just put a bunch of stuff in there that you see every day. Blend it up and drink it. I know that sounds crazy, but that's the kind of taste it's gonna leave on your palate when you hear this music. It's gonna leave a refreshing but very serious, very awakening. Like, what's going on? Like, why am I in this room with this needle in my arm? I don't do heroin, but I'm just saying, like, You're gonna contemplate things in your life. I want it to be almost like, I don't know. I put our rack between two pieces of bread and eat it. I want people to digest the music and feel like not only were they there when they heard it, but they seen how they would react. They seen how they will react. Almost like a conversation. Put the music in, hear song number 1, pause it, and then you may say, I remember I had something like that. I went through that, but or man, you know what? I feel like I don't agree. He said the world ended, and it's a lot of wrong and a lot of crazy stuff. I don't agree. I think this. Or he talks about this 2012 whole thing, the Mayans and all that. Or you see what I'm saying? I want it to be a conversation. I want it to be music.